Ladies, notice what happens inside your body while you watch this reel. Some of you were genuinely confused by my response to the man who was in my DMs asking me to send him profiles of male coaches on Instagram. And that confusion actually reveals something really important that I want to talk about. It shows how deeply women have been programmed to overfunction, especially when the request sounds reasonable. Here on Instagram, I run an educational platform that is based in personal responsibility and sovereignty, and that applies to women and men. And there are moments where being kind and helpful and generous are totally appropriate. And there are moments where stepping in becomes mothering. The work is learning the difference. This man had already spent a really long time sending me voice notes about why his partner's needs were unreasonable. And then he asked me to find him male coaches and send him their profiles. That's outsourcing effort. Now, if he had said, I've looked for a couple coaches on here, can you tell me what you think about these and send them to me? That's totally different. Or if he had said, do you recommend anyone that you personally work with? Also different, because in those instances, he would have already been exercising his own agency. When women rush to rescue, to soothe, or to manage outcomes for capable adults, we unintentionally reinforce the very dynamics that we say we want to change. That is how mothering shows up and slowly suffocates adulthood. I don't coach men, and I don't coach in the DMs because it's a lot easier to unintentionally cause harm there than it is to do any good. And I'm really intentional about not stepping into a caretaking role in other people's lives, as I respect the sovereignty and the agencies of other grown adults. And I believe that you get what you expect. I expect people to be capable of making their own decisions, especially full grown men. More importantly, though, I believe that it's only the decisions that we make for ourselves that have any hope for actually bearing good fruit in our lives. If something tightened or bristled or became activated in you while you were watching this, that feedback matters. That sensation is often a signal that an old program of overfunctioning has been challenged. You had to caretake adults from the time you were little because if they felt uncomfortable, things got bad for you. So not doing that is new. New feels really uncomfortable, but it's worth the work. But kindness does not require self-abandonment, and support does not require mothering. And effort belongs to the person who wants the change. This is exactly the kind of stuff that I'm going to be going into in my masterclass on March 8th for the relationship reset method. Check the caption for more details. Okay, love you. Bye.